Hello, friends and enemies, and today we are going to talk about how I drew the overlay for my Speedpaint videos in a very meta video where I have the overlay sitting on top of my drawing of the overlay. So, um, the reason I selected this pose for my character is I'm actually a really big art history nerd, so I was thinking about self-portraits by women painters throughout art history, and the first one that came to mind was that of Elisabeth Vigée Lebrun. And she was the court painter for Marie Antoinette in the 1700s. I'm pretty sure 1700s, yes. And I really liked her expression and her pose, but there was one big problem with her self-portrait, and it is that Elisabeth Vigée Lebrun was right-handed, and Mitya and I are both left-handed. So I had to flip the portrait, and then copy that pose. And I thought it would be very funny if I had my digital artist character holding a digital drawing tablet and tablet pen like a traditional painter's palette and paintbrush. I don't know if anybody else thinks this is funny, but I think it is hilarious. And since that actually didn't take a whole lot of time to discuss, I think that I could also talk about how I came up with this character design, since this is my kind of introduction video for my meteorologically themed character. So, this is my first time creating an original character that wasn't intended to be part of a narrative. She's just like a dress-up doll mascot kind of character for me. And so I wanted her to be really, really cute. And that was my primary goal with this design. And one of the things that I think are really cute is big, fluffy, curly hair. I love drawing curly hair. I think it is adorable. And if you have curly hair, you can probably already tell that I have had very straight hair my whole life, because that is true. But I get to draw it. And so I thought it'd be cute if her hair resembled a storm cloud, because I really like clouds and drawing them, and she has little thundercloud earrings to accentuate that storm cloud aspect, and her hair is white because it's a drawing, and people in drawings can have hair of any color that they choose, or the artist of the drawings chooses. And she has freckles because I have freckles, and her eyes are like cyan with flecks of yellow and red to reflect the other colors in her palette. I gave her an outfit that is inspired by my love of Lolita fashion. So she has short puffy sleeves and lots of lace and a puffy skirt, and everything is very floofy and curly and ruffly, because I thought that would be very cohesive with big curly hair. The curly hair and the curly skirt, they kind of echo each other in that way. And I also gave her a collar that is more of like a mock turtleneck kind of collar, and a heart-shaped keyhole on her chest, because it's not like real actual Lolita. It is made-up outfit, then not something that a real person would probably ever wear. And I like the idea of having a character that is a lot more appearance focused than my actual self is, because it is a drawing and it's not an actual photograph of me. I feel like if I had to make videos with my actual human face, I would not be making videos. I am not ready to have that level of scrutiny on my real life persona, but if I can speak through this avatar that is very cute and is like a costume that I can take on and off by clicking a button, that is a lot more bearable for me personally. And her corset is designed after the Russian traditional handicraft pattern known as khakhlama or khakhlomskaya rospis. It is a style of handicraft that originated from the khakhlama village, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a village. And it's a pattern that you find on decorative plates, spoons, bowls, sometimes cups, and it's usually painted on wood, and it's on a black ground with gold, red, and green floral and vegetative imagery. And I really like this pattern, and I use it often. I draw it on my sketchbooks. I put it on my thesis package for my graduate school program, and I like it because I think it's pretty, it's easy for me to draw, and it's something that is like convenient shorthand for what I like about my cultural heritage, which my relationship to my cultural heritage is messy and complicated and not always positive, but there are things I like about it, and even if I don't like everything about it all of the time, it is still something that informs my creative practice and how I approach my creative work. So I feel like an avatar that represents my artistic things needs to have something that reflects this on their person. Their skirt is very fluffy and floofy, as I've said before, and I thought the idea of having the skirt that changes to reflect the topic of the videos that are covered I thought it would be very cute, first of all, and second, it reminded me of Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, which is always good. Everything should remind people of Miss Frizzle. And it also reminded me of Lolita fashion, because Lolita fashion is known for having like complicated and elaborate prints on skirts, like different kinds of patterns, like all over prints. Like there's this one brand that's known for using classical Renaissance paintings a lot for their dresses, like it's called Julie and Justine. And there's another brand that's known for being very quirky and having just very strange prints. And I remember when I was in high school, I really wanted this one skirt that had a Doctor Who inspired design on it, and I thought it was so pretty. It was also teal and red, because teal and red is my favorite color scheme, and that is why it is also Mintia's color scheme, because it's a color scheme that I just go for whenever I have the opportunity. Eagle-eyed viewers or viewers who have spent too much time on the internet may remember another famous character that is associated with teal and red color schemes. And we don't need to talk about that right now. But yeah, I did have a certain phase in middle and high school regarding internet-based media consumption. Anyway, yeah, so I decided that for my drawing, my Speedpaint overlay, I'm going to take the Clip Studio Paint logo and just stamp it on the dress a couple of times so that you can tell it's the digital art dress or skirt. I can be using dress and skirt interchangeably. If this was an actual article of clothing, I'm not sure if it would be a dress or a weird blouse and an equally weird skirt. I put the little like drapey thingies on the top of the skirt because I kind of wanted them to look like curtains parting for the image that's on the skirt to be like the focus of the outfit when it's presented that way. And I think that worked. I mean, I hope it worked. Oh, and she is also wearing wrist cuffs because, again, Lolita fashion influence. I think they're very cute. I actually don't own any because when I dressed in Lolita regularly, I somehow never got around to actually purchasing wrist cuffs of my own. I do like them, and they're much easier to draw, very small, than I assume they are to make by hand out of lace. But yeah. And her boots are like black kind of combat boots because I was actually thinking about Discworld and witches on Discworld and how they have to have like sturdy, solid boots for working. And because like no matter how fanciful your dress might be, you're there to do some kind of job. And I was thinking about that, and I wanted something in Mitia's design to be grounded and practical in a way that her big floofy dress isn't really. and that is why her boots are, just regular boots and not like Lolita style tea party shoes. So that is, I think, everything that is in her design. I'm pretty sure I talked about everything. She's wearing a little beret in the overlay because artists wear berets, and I thought that was, cute little trope. And this is my first attempt at a speed paint video with commentary. I assume I will get better at these if I make more. If I don't, I'm sorry, but I'll try my best. And if you would like to see more speed paint videos, you can subscribe to this channel if you would like to do that. If you don't want to subscribe to this channel, I can't force you, but this is what I've got. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you don't, please don't tell me. I don't want to know. Thank you.